All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the overview of what we're going to be learning in section 4, which is the welcome page. Okay, so we're going to cover the following. We're going to cover the home menu or page, the learn page, Lightroom Photos, cloud documents, shared with you, deleted, how to create a new document, how to open a document, and then we'll talk about what's new in Photoshop 2021. And then we'll go over a summary of everything that we learned just to kind of do a overview of what I went over. Just a refresher, okay? So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the home page. So on the left-hand side, let's talk about that first. So you can see on the left-hand side here that we have Home, Learn, Lightroom Photos, Cloud Documents shared with you, cloud documents that are deleted, how to create a new document, how to open a document, and what's new. And you can also see here drag and drop an image or select from your computer to get started. That's a way to get started on a project. Okay. They also have get to know Photoshop step by step, learn where the tools are and how they work, start the tutorial in the app here, learn to edit photos, browse tutorials. Okay, and then we can drag and drop an image here to get started. Okay, we can hide the suggestions. Over here you see that we have the cloud storage, okay, how much we've used, 1.3 gigabytes of 100 gigs. We can search and then also look at the Adobe Creative Cloud account. Okay, so that's the home page. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Learn page. So get to know the app. Okay, so these are hands-on tutorials, work with the sample files, and get step-by-step guidance right in the workspace. So get to know the app, get to know layers, get to know selections, add an image. You can view all here. Okay, so these will all open up inside of Photoshop down to here, and you can work through these to really get to know Photoshop. Then they have tutorials here. So more tutorials, view content in the app to build skills at your own pace. So these are also in the app. And then you can search for tutorials as well. Search for more tutorials in the app. Okay. I thought that they would have tutorials on the web, but maybe they don't have that in Photoshop. Okay. So it looks like they just have them in the app. But here's the point. Always, always, always be willing to learn and go above and beyond what I teach you in this course. This is the ultimate Adobe Photoshop 2021 course. Okay, this is the Adobe Photoshop 2021 course. And I'm going to teach you the fundamentals. You're going to learn everything you need to learn. I'm going to teach you the app. I'm going to teach you layers. We're going to learn all those different things. But even after I teach you all that, and we do a variety of projects, still come back and learn more. Okay, the reason for that is it goes back to when we were installing Photoshop and I was talking about my 20 years of experience using Photoshop. I can tell you from experience that after I learned Photoshop, I didn't stop learning. I've been learning ever since. I've been learning for 20 years. All the different tools that they've added, the interface that they've changed over time, just everything that's changed over the last 20 years, there's been a variety of things that have changed. So you have to adapt with the changes, okay? Now, they've kind of streamlined it. After Creative Cloud came around, it's been more steady in terms of updating every year, just adding features and then adding different tools when needed. And so Photoshop is kind of matured now at this point where they're just adding tweaks to the program to make it better, okay? So it's not as steep of a learning curve. They made it easier. They didn't have hands-on tutorials when I learned Photoshop. They didn't have any tutorials. They didn't even have YouTube, okay? They didn't have any social media platforms when I was learning. That all came about 5 years after I started learning. Then social media showed up and people started posting videos, and then you could learn online. But before that, they didn't have that. So what I'm telling you is learn the application, learn the interface, learn the menu, okay? Learn the home page, learn what these do, okay? Learn what's new. Then learn the tools, Okay, the tools have not changed a lot over the past 20 years. Okay, they've changed quite a bit, but not to the extreme where it was a complete turnover. That's not what happened. Okay, I know that because I've been around for 20 years. Okay, but always be willing to learn is my point. Okay, so with that, that's the learn page. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about Lightroom Photos. Okay, so I don't have any Lightroom photos in my library. Okay, there's nothing here, but Lightroom Access is one click away. Continue to Lightroom Web and upload photos there, or install Lightroom on your desktop. There's 100 gigs of cloud storage waiting for you. Okay, so the whole point of the Lightroom Photos menu or page is to interact with Lightroom. Okay, and Lightroom is basically a program specifically for photos. Okay, and what you do there is they have kind of simpler tools to work with photos so you can crop them and give them backgrounds and just basic stuff you can do with Lightroom. Lightroom is a great application, but I am a Photoshop guru or nut job, however you want to look at it. And I love Photoshop, and so Lightroom's been around for a long time, but I've edited tens of thousands of photos and I've never used Lightroom. So I'm not saying don't use it. I'm just saying learn Photoshop first. Then if you want to use it for certain projects, go ahead and use Lightroom. Okay. Lightroom's a great application. Okay. So that's the Lightroom Photos page. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right. Welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about cloud documents. So if I click on cloud documents, you can see I have other files in here, and you can see my son, Ethan, loves Sonic the Hedgehog, so we have Dr. Robotnik on there, which makes me laugh because he really loves playing Sonic the Hedgehog with me, so that's really cool to see that on there. Makes me smile. Makes me happy. So, cloud documents. So, essentially what cloud documents is and does is there's a little blurb here. We'll look at that real quick. Access cloud documents here. They're automatically saved in the cloud for you as you work. So here's the biggest issue that I've seen people run into. Okay, file management. Not just backing it up somewhere, but not knowing how to manage files, not being organized. And I had a teacher in college who specifically talked about file management. He said file management is 25% of the job. That's across any creative platform in terms of a job. If you're an audio engineer, video engineer, graphic designer, print designer, whatever, you need to be organized. If you're not organized, things can get out of whack quickly. And I'll give you an example of that. I work for a company in Florida. They had 40 terabytes of files, okay? And instead of having everything organized in a hard drive, they had everything on their desktop on a Windows computer. And I'm very tidy and neat with my files. I like to organize everything and keep it nice and clean, or as clean as I can. And I just about had an aneurysm when I saw that. I could not believe that somebody could have 40 terabytes of files like that. I could imagine 40 gigs or 400 gigs, but not 40 terabytes, because they had uncompressed videos that were probably 200 gigs of video, and they just didn't have anything organized. Okay, that's not an exciting or engaging environment where you want to be creative when you're dealing with something where the files are over the place. How can you find anything and look for anything? I just thought it was bizarre. And the funny thing was, I was doing web development and I was doing a little bit of video work for them, and I was working in Photoshop every day. Obviously, I was doing web, so I was designing in Photoshop and I was creating images and whatnot in Photoshop. And I had everything organized. Everything was lined up where it needed to be. I knew where the folders were. Everything was labeled. It was easy to find. So what's my point? Be organized? Yes. But also use the cloud. Okay? The reason why you want to use the cloud is you have 100 gigs of space. Okay? This way you don't have to save it on your machine, then back it up on a hard drive, back it up on your computer. You can just put it in the cloud and then you have 100 gigs of storage there. You don't have to physically hold anything. All you need to do is have internet access then you can access your files. Okay. Plus, you have the ability to work with a company like Adobe who has server farms full of servers that will back up all your data and back it up 3 times so that you have the data backed up. They're not going to allow you to lose your stuff. Okay, that's the other thing. So I highly recommend using Cloud Documents, organize everything there, and separate it by Photoshop, by any other program that you're using. Like I did here, you see Adobe XD 2021 files, Illustrator files. We have graphics, wallpaper, and then Ethan's Dr. Robotnik. That doesn't really fit into my organization. That's just, there. But the point is, organize as best you can so you can find stuff quickly, okay? And then utilize Cloud Documents when and where you can, because your stuff is safe. It's backed up on the cloud, and then they have server farms where that data gets backed up every day. So you have backups every day. You don't have to be backing stuff up. Let the service provider, like Adobe, do that work for you so you can rest easy and just be creative and make stuff. So that's creative. That's not creative. It's Cloud Documents. But be creative with your Cloud Documents and be organized. All right? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about shared with you. So these are Cloud Documents that are shared with you. Now, we don't have any to show for this example, but what's going to happen is when somebody creates a file and they share it with you, you can collaborate with them here, okay? And you can work with them here, and it just makes it really easy to do. So let's take a look at that real quick. Let's go to Cloud Documents. Let's do a new file. Okay, so let's go to Create New. We'll just do a default Photoshop size file here. Okay, and then we'll do File, Save, Save As. We're going to do a Cloud document. Okay, and I'm going to call this, let's make a Photoshop folder. So let's do Adobe Photoshop 2021, Files, Save. Okay, and then I'll call this Cloud Document 01. Okay, we'll save it. Okay, then, got it. So you'll notice a couple things here. You'll see a cloud. Okay, so you know it's a cloud document. I labeled it Cloud Document, so you know. But also, PSD is the normal extension for Photoshop, but they've added a C at the end, so it's Photoshop Document Cloud. Okay, so let's close that. And let's go into the Adobe Photoshop 2021 files, and let's select this. And you should be able to, we can move to, make available, delete, or rename, or we should be able to click on the 3 dots here. And nope, okay, it doesn't let me save it or share it. I was going to try to share it with us. I was going to try to share it, but it won't let me do that. Okay, so once you get a file that's shared, you'll be able to access it. It'll look like this, but it will be here. Okay, so that's shared with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about deleted Cloud Documents. Okay, so you can see I actually have 2 files in here that I deleted. So I can select them, and then we can delete permanently. Okay, so let's do that. And if I go to Cloud Documents and I delete this one, okay, so we can delete it, and then go to Deleted, you see it's the same exact layout. Everything's the same, but it's the deleted section instead of the Cloud Document section. So we can select this and then delete permanently. Or we can restore it. Let's say that we want to restore it. We can restore it there. Okay, so that way you have a backup of your files. So there you go. That is deleted. So let's go ahead and let's delete this file just for fun. Let's delete it, and then let's remove it permanently, just to get some practice in. So I'll delete permanently. And there you go. That's deleted. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to create a new document. So in the previous videos, where we talked about cloud documents shared with you and deleted, we talked about how to create a cloud document. So let's go ahead and let's create new, and let's do a default Photoshop file, so 7 by 5 inches at 300 pixels per inch. Okay, so let's create that. Let's go to File and Save As. Okay, and let's save to the cloud again. And we'll call this Doc01. Okay, so I'll save that. And then let's close that and do Create New. And then let's create a file locally on our machine. So I'll create that. We'll do File, Save. We'll save as, okay, save on your computer. Let's go to the desktop. Okay, and I'm going to call this Doc01, actually 02. Okay, I'll hit OK. And there you go. So that's how you create a new document locally on your computer and also in the cloud. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to open a cloud document and also how to open a local document on your machine. Okay, so if I click on open, it's not going to give me the option to select which one. Do I want to save or open to the cloud, or do I want to open to the local machine? By default, it's going to open it on the local machine, and I believe it's going to do it based on your previous action. So if I would create a new document, and let's make this a cloud document, right? So I'll save it. I'm doing a test here. Save to cloud. Let's call it Doc02. Save it. Close that out. Now let's go to open. Okay. So it's going to base it off of what was your previous action. Did you have a cloud document or did you have a local document? So however you do it, Photoshop's going to remember that as an action, and then that's where you're going to be able to open files up from. However, if you need to switch from the cloud to local, you can click on your computer, and what that'll do is take you to your Finder on a Mac and an Explorer on PC, and then you can explore and find that document. Then you select it and open it, and you're good to go. Okay, I can close that out. I can go to open. We can switch back to cloud documents and open up Doc2, and we're good to go. All right, so that's how you open a document locally on your computer, but also how you open a document in the cloud. All right, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to talk briefly about recent and what it does. So when you create a new file, whether it's on the cloud or local, it's going to show all of the recent files in the home page area under recent. Okay, so you can hide this, and it's going to show or hide the suggestions. You can also hide recent, I believe. Let's see if I'm correct. No, I'm not. All right, so you can't hide it. I'm wrong. But the recent menu here will pop up in the welcome page. So you won't find it on Learn. You won't find it in Lightroom Photos, Cloud Documents, shared with you, or deleted. It's only in the home page where they're going to have recent files that you've opened. So this is a quick way for you to open up files that you've been working on. So let's say that you have 3 projects that you're working on, and you opened them up, and then closed them out. Here they are. You can find them quickly, click on them, and you can keep working. All right, so that's recent. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about what's new. So if I click on what's new, you can see Photoshop on the iPad. Now this is a really cool thing that they've started to do, is implement this on other devices. So Photoshop on the iPad is included with your Photoshop subscription. Your work is automatically saved to the cloud, and your PSDs are the same, no matter where you are. The cool thing about this is this Photoshop on the iPad has a lot of the similar tools that you have on the desktop. Okay, I haven't looked in depth on this, so I'm not sure if all the tools are the same or if they're a little different, but from the image here, I can tell that the tools are minimal. They don't have as many tools. Okay, but it's very cool that you can edit on iPad. Okay. It's just another way to work in Photoshop, and being able to have a touch screen and create stuff rather than a mouse makes everything a lot easier. So if you're drawing stuff, you're painting with your finger, that's easier. If you have a stylus, that's easy too. You have a pen or whatever you're using there, it's great. Okay. Invite to edit. So collaborate seamlessly by inviting others to edit your cloud documents, and find the cloud documents you've been invited to in the Shared With You tab on the home screen. Features available only in compatibility mode on Apple Silicon computers. Okay. There you go. So, preset syncing. So, automatically back up and sync personalized brushes, swatches, gradients, patterns, styles, and shapes so you can access them anywhere to use Photoshop. Feature available only in compatibility mode on Apple computers. Okay, so these two features here are exclusive to Apple computers is what it looks like. All right. Sky replacement. This feature automatically selects and replaces the sky in a photo. Adjusting image colors to match. Get the mood you want, even if your shoot conditions weren't perfect. Choose Edit Sky Replacement. Then you can edit the sky and get it to what you want it to be. Okay. Neutral filters. So explore a range of creative ideas with powerful filters that are easy to edit, adjust, and refine. Quickly fix minor imperfections or radically change subject's appearance. Okay. Learn more directly in the app. Search for help and discover Photoshop tools. Hands-on tutorials, articles, quick actions, which handle complex transformations for you. And then version history. Access previously saved versions of cloud documents, preview, mark, and revert to earlier versions as needed. This is what's new in Adobe Photoshop 2021. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the welcome page summary. So what did we learn in this section, and why are we excited to get ready for the next section? So we talked about the home page here. We talked about learn your work, so Lightroom Photos, how to work with that. Cloud documents, why they're important, why you should use them, and also document organization, Shared With You, how people can send files to you and vice versa, and you can collaborate and share your cloud documents and work together over the cloud and collaborate and get work done. Okay. Then we talked about deleted files. So when you delete cloud documents, where do they go? And then also how to create a new document locally to your computer and also on the cloud, and how to open a local document, and then also how to open a cloud-based document. Okay, then we talked about what's new. So we talked about Photoshop on the iPad, invite to edit, which is collaboration, preset syncing, sky replacement, neutral filters, learn more directly in the app, and then version history. Okay, so that's a brief summary of what we learned in the welcome page section. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.